And good morning, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you. Today is the 28th of May. My gosh, all right, so that month seemed to just fly by, right? Where I can remember March felt like it took forever. Where did May go? I don't know. Although the flowers out in my garden prove that May has gone through somewhere. So. Good morning, everyone. I am super excited. I've got the Right Reverend Dr. Raymont Anderson with us this morning. Hello, dear sir.
Good morning. Good morning. How's it going?
Oh, it's doing wonderful and great to see you.
Likewise.
Longtime watchers of this program will remember that Reverend Raymont was with us a while back now. So glad we were able to get you scheduled again and get you back with us again for another morning prayer.
For sure.
And folks, I'm going to gush a little over Dr. Raymont here because this man, he's got it going on. If you want to know anything about anything he's doing, and I'm telling you, he does a lot of really, really cool stuff. You just go to the internet, you go to Google, you type in Raymont Anderson, and he owns the entire first page. Like everything. Boom, 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 boom. Even the more images, they're all him. So I realized I want your publicist. Anyway, so we're really happy to have Raymont with us. And one of the things that I love that he does is on noontime Wednesdays, noon Eastern time, he does a prayer completely in American Sign Language. So it's really amazing to witness, and you can feel the vibration of the truth as it flows through and rips through your hands, and it's really fun to see. So I encourage anybody to go out there and watch that. But okay, you know the question, and it's been a while since we've been together, but since then, what's been in your heart? What's been in your prayers in all of this?
So the most recent thing would be all of the angst and anger and trauma of the most recent filmings that have shown up, right. Both the woman in Central Park and Floyd being choked by the police officer. So those are the two biggest things, because there's a lot of stuff on Facebook and social media and the news. And so the trauma of again and again, and then the protesters and, the recent assault weapon protesters showing up at the Capitol building versus the protesters. So it's like a lot of that. So just anchoring into, so we say in this teaching, a world that works for all. As a minister in this teaching, what is it that is mine to do? To pray, to know, to do, to think, to speak, to feel, because I'm on the construction team for demonstrating this.
Right.
I can't be asleep on the job.
Right.
So if it's mine to do, to carry those 1,000 bricks, as tiring as it is, if that's part of the foundation, then I need to get those bricks in place so the iron workers can do what is theirs to do.
Yeah.
So the electricians can do what is theirs to do, because this building is getting built one way or another. So what is mine to do to build it?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. And that's for a privileged white guy, that's one of the toughest questions for right now is, what is mine to do?
Right.
Because there is outrage within me, and there is the desire to stand in solidarity with truth,
right,
and with people of color, and with all people that are being oppressed for one reason or another.
Right.
It's been a tough week to see. And for me, I think we got complacent. We've kind of given COVID allowed us to relax a little and to sit back a little and not be as, no, a line is being crossed and a line has been drawn, and we as white folk, we've got to do our part here too.
Right.
So if you visit my feed, you'll see my support there as well. So You know, we never plan these things, but I know that Spirit's working its magic, bringing you here this week, because yours is a voice I know we need to hear this week. So,
Honored.
So we're going to get into some prayer here, folks. Reverend Raymont's going to get us started, and at some point, Spirit will say, okay, he'll send that over my way. I'll wrap it up, and then we'll let you know how to stay in touch with everybody and get into the rest of your day. Please.
So simply anchoring into this breath, feeling the inhalation and the exhalation, simply surrendering. And as I always say, that we understand that there is no hoarding this breath. There is no trying to save this breath for tomorrow, but we simply surrender to this breath in this present now moment. There's no trying to micromanage where the last breath went. We simply breathe this inhalation and this exhalation. And surrendering, ultimately what we are surrendering to is the awareness that that which God is, that which Spirit is, Source, the one mind, life itself, is breathing itself as each and every one who is taking this breath. Breathing itself as the individualized demonstration, incarnation of this body temple. Recognizing that these thoughts, there being one mind and that mind is God, then these thoughts are already in the mind of God. So when I think, God is thinking what I think. When I speak, God is speaking what I speak. When I feel, God is feeling what I feel. And when I act, it is God in action. And recognizing this, then I recognize all of the qualities, traits, and attributes of the divine. It being all there is must also be mine. So if God is infinite wisdom itself, then not only do I have access to this wisdom, but this wisdom is incarnating itself in the flesh as me. And what is true for me is true for Robert, is true for everyone who is watching this, joining us in prayer right now, and joining in whatever now moment you are joining. This wisdom in the flesh right here, love in the flesh right here, peace and power in the flesh right here, not simply having access to the knowledge of God, not simply having access to the power of God, but the very power of Spirit showing up in human form. That the very flesh, the very atoms and molecules of our beingness, God in form.
Yes.
Recognizing this, then I know that because this thing we call God, life itself, the one mind, is showing itself as individualized, incarnated forms, so powerful, in fact, that every single one of us has a different set of fingerprints and thumbprints. Different DNA markers, different ways of showing up, then I know that that which the universe is has chosen to show up in, through, and as the 150 billion of us for a reason. That there is work to do to demonstrate and manifest this thing that is a world that works for all. Recognizing this, anchoring this, deeply feeling this, knowing that there is that which is mine to do, because there is that which is God as me doing what I am here to do. And I pass it to Robert.
And so I feel that vibration. I feel that recognition of the deep calling of what is mine to do, to open that door, to open that opportunity to hear the divine, to recognize the divine in all of my affairs this day. I am with this question. I am with this experience of allowing God, allowing the divine, allowing myself to understand the divine revelation that is occurring around me. Because what I know is I know there is something magnificent coming online right now. That humanity is in the midst of this giant, gorgeous, amazing, messy, evolutionary leap into a new consciousness, into a new way of being on the planet, and a new way of being in relationship, and a new way of being in community, and a new way of being in the world. Yes, we are creating a world that works for all. Yes, we are each individualized, individually awakening to our spiritual magnificence. Whatever that might mean, whatever that might look like. For I know God exists in all of it, in every religion, in every belief system, that it is all part of the oneness that is coming together to reveal heaven on earth, to reveal the grand vision for humanity's next great yet to be. So I know that I exist on the transformation team. I know Reverend Raymont's on the team, and I call forth and I claim for each one that hears these words the opportunity to say, yes, I am on that team as well. Yes, I will serve this transformation. Yes, I will show up as love, as truth, as the beauty and the majesty and the magnificence of God. And I shall cast aside all that is unlike God. I shall stand in the truth and shine the light of truth in any place that appears dark, with no question or concern about how or why or when anything changes, but to be simply the expression of the light where there is right now darkness. To turn away from the doubt and the division, for those are not the truth of God. And wherever I see those things, to stand and say, no, this is not the truth. The truth is one life. The truth is all working together. The truth is a world that works for everyone. And what I know and what I claim for each one here is that same deep sense of knowing that this is all working out, that we are making a difference, that the world is changing for good and is evolving for good. And I am grateful to be in the place of knowing this truth, to be the conduit through which this truth is spoken and revealed. Most especially grateful to know God's got this, that this is a done deal in the mind of God. And so there's no question necessary about how or when or why. This is all done now in the mind of God. And I release the word into the law that must demonstrate, that is in fact compelled to provide a manifestation of this word. By the very nature of the universe, the law must and does demonstrate, creates this word now. So I am grateful to release this into the law and let it be, to let go and let God be God. And if any of this has resonated in any way, please join in an affirmation of this truth as we say together, and so
it is.
It is.
Amen. Yes.
And so
Yes.
it is.
Amen.
All right. Now, folks, couple of things I want you to know about. Number one, I'm pretty excited because we were sharing earlier, Dr. Raymont's working on a new book. It's not ready yet, but it's in the mind and spirit's pushing. And and if I don't see it soon enough, I might just act as God's hand pushing a little bit, Raymont. But he's got all kinds of other great things that he's always doing. You want to make sure that you catch him on Facebook. Whoops, sorry, wrong. Whoop, there it is. There's his main website, RaymontAnderson.com. And remember, like I was saying, anywhere you go, type in Raymont Anderson. I did mess up your Facebook banner, so we're going to skip that today.
Okay, that's fine.
But catch up. And you can catch him every week at the Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Baltimore. And they're on the web, also on Facebook. Does an amazing talk on Sundays. I love listening in on your talk, sir.
Thanks, sir.
You're on my top 10 list every Sunday. So
much appreciated.
Thank you for that. Keep doing that. So, folks, check him out. Get with Dr. Raymont and tap into the amazing wisdom and the amazing being that this man is in the world. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Much love. Always.
Yeah. Everyone else, we'll be back tonight, 8:15 p.m. for evening prayers. And the Right Reverends Michael and Valerie Torfey are with me tonight. So that's always a fun prayer, too. Love you all. Peace and blessings. Bye now.